What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss a big topic for people with disabilities, and that is the misuse of the handicap spots. Now, I don't know how many of my viewers actually drive, or if you've ever actually noticed in any parking lot. You can go into any parking lot and there will be at least one or two, depending on the size, maybe even more, depending on the size of the parking lot. There will be multiple spots that are considered handicap parking. And I personally have seen, and a few of my friends have also seen, people misuse these parking spots. What do I mean by misuse? Number one, the biggest one. A person who absolutely does not need it whatsoever, doesn't have a parking placard, doesn't transport anybody that needs the spot, blah, 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 using it. Just straight up using it because they can't find another spot or it's closest to the place and they're only going to be in for a minute, which, by the way, total lie most of the time. At least 95% of the time. I'm only going to be there for a minute is a complete lie. How do I know this? I've experienced it myself. Another thing that people will do is they will be transporting someone who is disabled or elderly or just needs the spot temporarily or whatever, and they won't make that person get out of the car. That is also illegal or not allowed. That's not how it works. If the person that needs the spot is not getting out of the car, you don't need the spot. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, the reason I'm talking about this is because those spots are there for a reason. What are those reasons? Number one, elderly people. Most elderly people are a little slow, can't walk very far, get very tired very easily. So those spots are there for them to be able to get in and out of the places that they're at quickly, or quicker than other people. Number two, for a person with a disability. Again, person like me with a disability, can't walk very far, can't walk very fast. So that spot is there so that I can get to and from a car easily when I go into a place. Number three, and the reason for the hashtags, is for a person in a wheelchair. Yes, I do use a wheelchair, but not this kind. I actually have friends who have cars or vans that they use or that they drive in, and their vans open up on the side door and a ramp comes out of their car. Now, those hashtags make it so that the person in the car can get in and out of their car in their wheelchair easily. The ramp makes it so that they can actually be in the chair themselves and get in and out of the car easily, like from their chair. So those are the reasons that people need those spots. And unfortunately, I've seen it all too often that people will sit there and say, "Oh, I was just going in there for a minute," and they didn't need the spot. So what? So you were just gonna be in the store for a minute. Take a further spot. That's not your spot. It drives me absolutely bonkers when people do that because, again, just like the handicap bathrooms, the handicap spaces are few and far between in a lot of places. So the next time you're in a parking lot, I challenge you to look around the parking lot and see how many regular spaces there are and how many handicap spaces there are. There are fewer handicap spaces than there are regular spaces. Now, of course, the amount of people there are versus that need those spaces versus the people who don't, it's different. I get that. However, Or so based on that, honestly, based on that, people need to use those spots less. They really do. Just for that specifically for that reason, because we aren't always able to find a spot. We have to fight for those spots all the damn time. And it's ridiculous. It drives me absolutely crazy when people do that. Yeah, another thing is just that people will be transporting someone who is disabled and will park in one of those spots but not take the disabled person out of the car. That, to me, it doesn't occur that often, I don't think. Probably more often than the average person thinks. But it's not that often, I guess. But still, it's an issue. That also is not okay, because if the person that needs the spot is not actually getting out of the car, why are you using the spot? Oh yeah, that's right, for convenience. That's not okay. The whole convenience thing, there's a reason it's convenient. It's convenient for the person that actually needs it, not just because you want to be able to walk less. It drives me crazy that people think that that's okay, because it's really not. So I guess really my takeaway from all this is just don't do it. Save the spots for the people that need them. I personally, like I said, I don't need the spot all that often, so I don't always use it. And that's me talking. So if anything, guys, I would just recommend, please, if you don't need this spot, don't use it. And don't abuse them, because that's not cool. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a very sunshiny day.